the winter coat has come out and I don't feel very good about it. So I'm not 100% sure why I started filming at 7 AM this morning, because I had such a good weekend. We celebrated Ash's birthday for 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And I knew I'd be so tired when I woke up, and I was so tired. And home from work, I've slept for an hour, I've written a to-do list. I'm just catching up on all the stuff that I didn't do at the weekend, basically. And I have a hot water bottle on my toes. So that's my, like, update. Monday is not a very exciting day this week, but it's going to turn into, like, a productive day. Well, work was productive, but, you know, like, more so. Yeah. Sorry for how dark it is. It's a lot later. The bedroom has been my office for the day. And, sorry, Ashy. We've actually just ordered food, and all the food prepping is going on. So sweet potato, pasta, broccoli, and I think the chicken is done as well. So it's Tuesday. I've got my meals with me. I'm at work. I don't think I said that. I'm so tired, man. I should have trained yesterday. I would have made me feel better. Training this afternoon with Georgie. I've got meals with me. We're going out for dinner tonight, which is not ideal because actually I need to be eating like super healthy. The other thing that's not ideal is the meeting I'm normally in, which is over there. People have obviously booked it for an actual meeting, so I can't be in there. So I'm going to try and get some work done. Sat in the lounge, although I think I'm going to fall asleep. I don't know. So yay!
Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound without a threat.
I almost didn't make it, but I went to the gym even though my plans all completely changed. My day was a little bit messed up, but I wanted to get in a quick sweaty workout that targeted my glutes. So this is what I did. As always, I did a body weight warm-up. So going through forward to reverse lunges, side lunges, really focusing on a good stretch, really pushing my hips backwards, and then from there going into hip circles and then knee tuck. Then this looks really weird when I alternate it, but I just wanted to get going as quick as possible, so it's quite a quick warm-up for me. I didn't do any glute activation. I knew I was going to start with walking lunges. I'd kind of already decided, and if you really push into your heels when you do walking lunges, you will activate your glutes. So if you think about it, some glute activation exercises might be single leg deadlifts or reverse lunges into a balance, which is a really similar movement pattern. So just make sure you're pushing through your heel, you're thinking about your hip movements, and you're just squeezing as hard as bloody possible. So instead of going for heavy for my lunges, I went for lots and lots of reps because I knew that I wanted to basically like sweat more than anything. So it's all about get myself really, really going. So 8 each way with kettlebells, and then 8 each way using a core bag, or you can hold a barbell if your gym doesn't have these. And this just changes the weight distribution. You feel your core a hell of a lot more when you are in the front rack position as well. So you've done 32 walking lunges by this stage, and then I threw in 12 chest to floor burpees. I absolutely hate burpees, but I really want to start doing them in almost every session, at least twice a week, because I find them so difficult. Anything you find difficult, your body has to work harder to do, and therefore you're going to burn more calories to do it. So I don't look particularly athletic whilst I do these, but they will start to get easier and more natural. So, you know, do the things that you're bad at, do the things that you find difficult. and just bloody go for it. So you're going to have a little rest. I sat on the core bag, contemplated life, and dripped sweat all over my feet, I think. Then take like minimal rest, and then you have all of that 3 times through. Oh my god, that took me about a year to do 12 burpees. I was dying afterwards. I then went on to single leg curls, just 12 each side, and relatively heavy. Now this is sped up quite a lot. I am going as like slow and squeezy as possible. I'm trying to work on actually squeezing my hamstrings rather than focusing on just pulling the weight towards me. So working on that mind-muscle connection, which I find really hard on my hamstrings actually, because I always focus on my glutes. So I just find that yes, this is difficult for me. If it's free in your gym, what I was going to do at this point was single leg press. So I had another sort of bigger movement to do, but it just wasn't available, so I decided to do a single leg hamstring curl instead. And also, yeah, does anybody else get this? Like every single time I do a hamstring curl, I feel like I have to change the seat again halfway through. Like I think it's fine and then I have to move it, but yeah, don't be afraid to go up halfway through, change your seat so that you feel better. If it feels a little bit dodgy or you don't feel particularly strong where you normally would, then try changing your seat position. Anyway, 3 sets of 12. This should hurt by the end, and there's not really much rest in between sets. Just go bing, 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 one side, other side, one side, other side. That'll make your life really easier. Then the next thing that I did was the hip abduction machine, and I think I've put this in one of my videos before, and I saw it on Hannah Oberg's channel. She did 10 sets of 10 with random weights on the abduction machine. Why I really can't talk, I'm so sorry. So what I did was I did 5 sets of 10 and I made them all pretty heavy. Then I had a rest and then I did it again. Now this is sped up, this is twice the speed, but I've definitely seen people in the gym just go this fast in general. Way better to go slower because you will just work so much harder. The muscle will be under tension for longer and you will feel it more. You can focus on making sure you feel it evenly between your right and your left glute, and you can focus on squeezing the glute in its entirety. So I always feel my upper glutes work. I imagine, this is so weird, but really like squeeze your butt cheeks together as far as they possibly can go. You should feel it on the outside of your glutes, obviously, where your abductors are, but you can really make your whole glute feel it as well. So yeah, 2 sets of 5 sets of 10, if that makes sense. So no rest in between the 5 sets. And then I'm not sure whether I filmed my stretch or not. I don't think I did. I potentially didn't stretch, to be fair. Anyway, yeah, so once you've done that, if you've got time, stretch. I had to rush off. I think this workout only took me about 45 minutes. So yeah, this is how to train your glutes really quick, and I was so sweaty. Anyway, thank you so much. I'll see you in my next clip, actually. Okay, bye. Me and Ash are on our way home from dinner. It's like 5 to 12. It's really not ideal. Where? Oh, there's a fox. Oh, hi. That's mental. Right. We went to a really nice fish restaurant and I ordered the vegetable tempura to start, but I didn't really realise that tempura meant fried, which was a bit stupid. And then I ordered it was like a fish place, I already said that. I ordered like a sardine salad with a side of broccoli, and he then said that they'd ran out of the salad. and then I just ordered a side of potatoes. So basically I had potatoes and broccoli for dinner, and it was just really bad. But Ash gave me something for stingray, and it was the best thing in the whole entire world, wasn't it? What ray was it? It was something ray, something style. Really helpful. But yeah, it was really good, and now we're going to go home, and I might have some cereal because I've barely eaten anything today. And then I'll see you tomorrow. See you in my next one, and until then, stay happy and healthy. Bye!